I ate a lot of hoagies in Philly. It was like
How many hoagies did you eat?
Oh my gosh, I had to have
Truth.
Every Saturday I got a hoagie from a different place.
1/8 of one hoagie.
I ate the hoagies.
Nerd Reactor, roll out.
My first question, this is for you, Kate, and one of my favorite scenes in the show, we have Ray, he's screaming, there's like a battle happening, and he's like, let's get the F out of here. They all read Sun Tzu, and I was wondering for you, because Sun Tzu, Art of War, helps people plan out their battle tactics, whatever. But for you, do you have a go-to reading material that helps plan out your day?
A go-to what?
Reading material
to
help plan out your day?
No, I read so voraciously. But in fact, when I'm deeply entrenched in a character, I read less. So to facilitate those scenes that were driven by a kind of extraordinary frenzy and chaos and danger and humor, laced all the time with delicious humor, I just sort of went with it completely, loosely, and found myself sort of, as one must feel going down the Colorado River, I mean, at top current speed. But as for the reading material, a little bit, not much. For me, it's best to stay in one single lane, and that is the lane of the character, so as to be wide open to what might hit.
What about you, Nesta?
Reading material. Yeah, I would say that I'm more similar to Kate, just really trying to, there's so much to dissect in the script already. Peter's writing is so detailed and so human that there was a lot for me to pull. And I did work with an acting coach for the series. And so we dissected the script like on a technical level, on an emotional level. So yeah, my script was my Bible for this one.
And I think one of my favorite things about the show is just the city of Philadelphia coming to life. And I want to know, like, for each of you, if there was like a certain thing that just popped up in your mind, like, oh, this is Philadelphia. I love this. Let's start with you, Nesta.
Well, my office, Michelle's office, is on Spruce and 20th. And I just felt so in character when I walked onto Spruce Street. And the place that I stayed really wasn't far from there. And just being able to walk down that street with all of the like beautiful buildings and the brick, and it just felt so Philly. And then I'll have to give a special shout out to middle child Hoagies, like their sandwiches. I ate a lot of hoagies in Philly. It was like
How many hoagies did you eat?
Oh my gosh, I had to have
Truth.
Every Saturday I got a hoagie from a different place.
1/8 of one hoagie.
I ate the hoagies. I ate the hoagies, and I ate the Philly cheesesteaks too. I love a sandwich.
Kate, do you have a similar experience like that?
Well, mine was defined by Teresa's house, which they built on the soundstage, and also we had the practical house, and one of those sort of, I wouldn't call them suburban areas, but working class, very working class areas of Philly. And I loved the interior of the house and what they did with it. I mean, it's just I know people like that, and I was immediately absorbed into it and by it. This is a world where every wish is gratified almost instantly. This is a world where nothing too big is ever aspired to. This is a world where love is loud, dangerous, can be dark. And this is a world where if somebody's shot in front of you, you could laugh. You could laugh, as well as cry. Two things are always happening at once. That's what Dope Thief is about. Two things at least are always happening at once, which is why I said to Peter Craig when I read the pilot, this is Chekhovian, man. You're writing on 10 different levels at once. You just don't see this stuff on television, and you don't.
Oh, yeah. And I can't wait for everyone else to watch Dope Thief when it comes out. And I just want to say thank you for taking the time for doing the interview.
Awesome. Thank you, John.